Alright, what it is, Daniacs. And so I saw this guy on Jake Shields' Fight Back podcast. I don't know. First time I seen him was about a month ago or so. I've been really busy with shit, and but I was really impressed with him by how he represented himself on the Fight Back podcast. I don't agree with a lot of the content of his beliefs, but I do absolutely agree with how he represents himself and his beliefs, at least. Uh, I don't find some of his beliefs respectable, but I find the way he represents himself to be very respectable. So I've been rolling with him. I've been watching him. He's been having lives, and I really haven't had time. I was like working and stuff the couple times I saw his lives come on. So he went live today, and I'm like, all right, I ain't got nothing going on. Time to call. So I called him up right here, and we're gonna jump into that call. And I didn't get to talk to him nearly as long as I would have liked to. And that's the thing with a lot of these call-in live streams is, you got a line of people behind you, and like they don't really give you a whole lot of time. He kind of and he reminded me of that. He's like, yeah, man, I can't spend too much time. I got a line of people here. So we're going to jump into it. Now, I'm a non-Abrahamic true monotheist. Followers of Abraham are a blood cult of sin worshippers. Yahweh, Jesus, and Allah are desert war gods of hypocrisy, not the actual one true creator. I was called on by the actual one true creator to defy the broken theology of Abraham. And when I say that, some people might say, well, Dane, okay, well, what do you think is the name of the one true creator, right? Which Captain right here gets around to when I start talking to him about it. And if you would like to hear my answer on that, you're going to have to wait till that point because I answer him about that. And the call ends with him pretty much ad hominem me saying, don't call back again unless you get a psychiatric evaluation. Not the first time I've heard that, to be honest. Not the first time I've heard that, bro. Woo, let's go with it. All right. So let's get into this shit.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Dane Darkwhite calling from Arkansas.
See, I thought this was like a screening because a lot of shows will have like pre-screeners for calls that screen people first, and then they'll push you through to the main guy. So I didn't know I was talking to Captain right here, right off the bat.
Said Dane Darkwhite?
Dark light.
Dark light. Okay. Are you Caucasian?
I'm half white.
Oh, is your dad? Which one is white?
My mom.
What's your dad?
Well, I'm half white, I'm half brown, I'm half red, I'm half black.
Man, what is your dad?
Call me Chief Dark Brownie Cracker, motherfucker.
Yeah, man. Just answer the question.
What does it matter, bro?
I'm just asking. See how you call me bro? Depending on who your dad is, I may not say bro back. So I'm just asking a question.
I don't really need you to, man. I don't need you to say bro back. I'm just trying to holler at Captain.
That's who you're talking to. I'm Captain.
Oh, this is Captain? Oh, what's up, bro? Okay. So I saw you on Jake Shields.
See, I didn't even know I was talking to him until that point right there. I thought I was talking to a screener.
Fight Back podcast.
Right.
I really like how you represent yourself, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I try my best.
You represent yourself very well, and I think a lot of your fellow Hebrew Israelites should really look at that because they don't. A lot of them don't represent themselves as well.
Well, a lot of the reason why I'm able to represent myself that well is because of the first of all, the Most High, our King Christ, and the leadership of Commanding Geniana. The leadership that we have in our school is why I'm able to represent myself that well. But because I don't know if you're a white or black man, I can't give you the kudos to say whether or not my Israelite brothers have to act a certain way by your standards. Because
okay, and he right away he starts getting into this kind of us versus them mentality, which is their thing, Same thing with all the white supremacists, because he's essentially a black supremacist. And you can see that prevalent in his mindset and his way of thinking. It's a very us versus them. I'm from Florida, bruh. I am from Florida. We integrated in Florida. We are integrated. So he's talking about right away getting all defensive. I'm just saying, how you represent yourself, people are going to notice that. If you act in all like belligerent and crazy, it don't matter how good your message is, it don't matter what color your skin is, it's in how you present yourself. I'm not saying that I am perfectly, you know, professional and presentable. I just am what I am. I know that I can be taken as a little crazy sometimes, and that's fine. And that's why it's unhinged, uncensored, and unapologetic. The Dark Light Delirium. What's up, motherfuckers? Hosting the Theology Council, a safe place where people of varied perspectives can discuss unsafe and controversial topics. And so I was just given a compliment, and he took that compliment and turned it into, yeah, well, fuck you if you don't like how these other guys act. It's like, dude, I was just saying, these other guys need to take cues from you and just try to present themselves. If they expect to be heard and taken seriously, like, it don't matter what your skin color is. It's in your presentation. And as long as you're cool with whatever, like me, I'm cool. Like, I know that I'm not the most professional and presentable, and I'm cool with that. And I know that can throw some people off, and I know my message would get across more efficiently to a higher amount of people if I was, a little bit more chill and professional. And I know that, but also that would be me trying to put on too much of a filter, and that would interfere with my true expression. And so using that same argument for the guys I'm talking about, they're just using their true expression, and that's fine as long as they're cool with it, So that's just a little this, that, on that subject right there.
Americans.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just let me
That's
finish.
fine. I can roll with that.
Yeah, because by American standards, the way that you tried to civilize us was through the.
See, he keeps saying you, like, just because I'm half white, like I'm automatically the come from the same bloodlines of white motherfuckers that tried to enslave people. Because guess what? My ancestors didn't even move till America till after the slaves was already free, bro. My ancestors didn't move here till the slaves were already free. My ancestors had nothing to do with American slavery, homie.
Worst form of torture known in humanity. So the people that tortured my people can't now come and say we're uncivilized, because the reason, if we are uncivilized.
Okay, we had a comment here in the comment section that said, sounds like a narcissist to me. Yes, I'm 75% narcissistic, okay? 25% empathic and compassionate. But at least I can admit it. And I'm championing this new movement. It's called, what did I call it? It's called positive narcissism. It's called ethical narcissism. It's where you just honest about it. Because what really comes down to it, the narcissism itself isn't what makes a lot of narcissists to be bad. What makes them bad is them lying about their narcissism and using those lies to manipulate people in order to facilitate their narcissism. See, as long as you honest and upfront about it, throw your cards on the table like, yeah, I'm narcissistic, so the fuck what? It's all about me. What's up? As long as you be doing that, you fine. As far as I'm concerned. And as far as I'm concerned, that's all I give a fuck about. And that's what my narcissism's got to do with.
It's a direct reflection of the torment that we've been through in America. You understand?
Yeah, I understand that, but also, white people have been slaves too, right? Like, black people aren't the only people that's been slaves.
Yeah, but you know what the difference is? Two things I always notice whenever that subject comes up about accountability. Wait, caller, hold on. Oh, they hung up. Two things about I'm sorry. Two things. Anytime something like that comes up, right? You want to.
We got someone in the comment section saying everything's always about him, which that is true. Everything in my life is always about me, but also in regards to our conversation. When Captain right here starts saying you and your people did this to me, I'm like, no, that actually wasn't my ancestors. My ancestors had nothing to do with the American slavery.
Bring up your own pain, because we're not talking about you. There's no reason.
And also, let's point out the irony of them saying, or talking down on me, thinking it's all about me when they're sitting there saying, no, it's not about you, it's about me. So they don't have something against narcissism. They just don't like that someone else is being narcissistic besides them. Let's call it like it is.
It's going to talk about what slavery went through with white people, because I'm talking about what the conditioning that you guys did is the reason why y'all think we are uncivilized now. This ain't about did white and black people go into slavery. This is about who has not been free from their slave master. We're still under the oppression of the very people that enslaved us. So unless you're going to show me where we were actually set free to a land of our own, you can't tell me.
See, and in that statement, he's assuming like white people are free. Nah, dude, they're trying to make slaves out of everyone. It's equal opportunity slavery these days. Equal opportunity. They're making slavery out of everyone. They don't give a fuck about your skin color. They want everyone to be slaves. The only divisions that are being made these days is the elites, which is the 1% of the population versus everyone else. Versus the 99% of the population, regardless of your goddamn skin color, trying to make a neo-modern slavery in the new world is what's going on here.
Bring up what white people went through, or what anybody else went through. Hold on 1 second. Caller, hold on. You got to mute your phone. All right, go ahead. I forget the first call. I forget your name, but you can speak again.
Dane Darklight?
No, I'm saying you can respond to what I said. That's what I was saying.
Okay, so the only reason I brought up that white people are slaves too, you keep like bringing up this us versus them mentality. So the way we're all still slaves.
That wasn't a us versus.
The elites are trying to make slaves out of all of us.
No, see now this is where now you want to. These white people, these white racists was I was having a conversation with them.
See, and he's saying these white racists, kind of insinuating like I'm one of them. I am one of the least racist people on the fucking planet. I hate everybody, regardless of your goddamn skin color. I don't give a fuck what your skin color is. My ex-girlfriend was black. I got a fuck ton of black family, legit. I got all kinds of fine-ass, blonde hair, blue eyes cousins that got all kinds of mixed babies. The fuck you talking? Like, I'm from Florida, dude. We integrated in Florida. We integrated, bro. And I understand in a lot of these other states that they're not integrated. They are extremely opposed and racist in these other states. But y'all just need to spend some time. And I understand shits might have changed since I left Florida about 20 years ago. Shits might have changed a little bit. But when I was there, shit was integrated, bro. Everyone hung out with each other. So much so that I got all kinds of black family. My ex-girlfriend was a fine-ass black girl. I'll date another black girl again. What's up?
And we was going against the small hats or arguing about the small hats. And so the white racist says, shouldn't we unite? Because the small hats is our enemy. The problem with that is you were our enemy first. Before fascists, before elites, before uppity rich white people hated poor white people.
No, I don't agree with that at all, because it was always the elites versus everyone else, regardless of your skin color, regardless of your country, regardless of your religion. It's always been the elites versus everyone else, trying to monopolize all power, all monetary systems, in order to manipulate their fellow co-creators into relinquishing their divine sovereignty. Our divine sovereignty is our inseparable connection to the actual one true creator.
Which they always hated poor white people. Long before that, y'all was united against us. So when you make a statement like white people have been enslaved too, give me an example of the enslaved white people you talk about.
The Irish, man. The Irish. Right. The Irish came over here to America as slaves.
No, they did not. That's the biggest lie ever. But let's say if that was true. When they came over here, was they stripped of their name and identity?
A lot of them took new names and identities.
But they still know they're Irish, though, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right. Where do black people come from in Africa? What culture did they have?
We have to.
Well, he's saying that like as if, yeah, you got to ask each white person individually also, because they're not all Irish, right? And you got to ask each white person individually, what's your ancestry. So it's not the white people's fault that the black people that were brought here didn't pass on where they were from to their ancestors. It's really not. All it would have taken was for them to be passing that on verbally. Hey, you from Kenya. Hey, you from Nigeria. Our ancestry is from Nigeria. There has to be a level of responsibility within your own communities to preserve your heritage. And if some people, if people from certain countries passed on their heritage and others didn't, you can't say, oh, it's your fault that we didn't pass on our heritage. Well, you can all you want, but not accurately.
Ask them. You would have to ask them individually.
You see the difference? You had no problem saying they still knew they was Irish. You had no problem saying that because you knew that their identity was not taken away from them. Black people's identity was. You know what the Irish became? The Irish became the police officers. The Irish became governors.
All of them? All of them? Come on now, all of them? So all white people is police and governors. Come on now. See, that's what I'm saying. It's using bias to say, one people is all things. You can't say that about any one people.
Irish became mayors. Irish became great, and then they joined their fellow white brothers to oppress black people. So you cannot show me. Can you show me where they picked cotton and was enslaved for 400 years?
No.
I can show you that white people ain't the ones that went into the jungles and deserts of Africa to round up the other blacks. That wasn't white people doing that. That was black people doing that. But Captain knows that part. Because I've been watching him a lot, and he knows that part. He's told callers that called up bitching about, white people came and got us. So I've seen him bring that point up. I know he knows that part. Now, I do like this dude. I like this dude.
I know. So don't ever you'll never get far talking to somebody like me thinking that you can compare our pain to anybody else's. That's the uniqueness. Like, we don't have a monolith on slavery. Like, we don't own that. Like, black people do not own slavery. We're not the only people.
There's people that are slaves right now today all around the world. All these black people running around talking about, talking down on slavery. I don't see none of them trying to get together and go free the existing black slaves that are alive today. I don't see that happening. Maybe it is happening and I just don't see it and hear about it. But I'm just saying, if you're so worried about black people being made slaves, but yet you're totally ignoring all the black people that are slaves right now today in various parts of the world, then how concerned are you really about the black slavery problem? Because black slavery is still going on right now today. White slavery is still going on right now today.
Like you just said. But we are the only people that have never been free from our oppressor and have been forced. We're like, I remember Chris Rock made this statement. Yes. Chris Rock made this statement that if you're black in America, it's like that uncle that paid your way through college, but he essayed you. That's what it is for black people. Where, because America has done certain things that at the surface level looks like they've made amends for what they did, in reality they have not. Because we have to look at and live through the damage of what they've done all day, every day. I'll take one more question from you because I do have other callers.
All right. Well, I'm going to be a recurring caller. I just want to keep our conversation going and just let you know more about me. But besides the whole race, true monotheist, the one true creator called on me to defy the broken theology of Abraham everywhere I encounter it.
Wait, before you go, what is that you believe? When you said you're non-Abrahamic, so what do you believe?
Yeah, well, there's 5 different scientifically verifiable traits that I use to describe the one true creator, which is unity, consciousness, dark, light, paradox. What? All right, and I also...
What's the name of the
call it the There is no name separate from all other names. All names ever spoken and all words ever spoken are the name and word of God.
So, FU is the name of God. They don't got the name of God.
Well, I wouldn't say FU is a name. That's just
You
words.
said
But I
all
would
words.
say
You said
FU
all
is
words that are spoken.
all words that are spoken.
All names that are spoken are the name of God. All words that are spoken are the word of God, because there is no word or name possible without the breath of life, which empowers it from the one true Creator.
The word of God and all names that are spoken are the name of God. So because
my
there
name
is no name or word
is the word
possible.
of God. So
See, he just conflated both of them. He said, so FU is the name, and he said, so my name is the word. I'm like, no, your name is a name of God, and FU, fuck you, is a word of God. and you could look at that in the Bibles. It doesn't say directly fuck you in the Bibles, but it does say fuck you and intentions in the Bibles. But see the Abrahamic Bibles are idols. Yep, the Torah, the Bible, and the Quran are idols because they claim to be the exclusive source of divine revelation. Divine revelation comes from divine sovereignty. And even the divine sovereignty does not claim exclusivity. It does not need to claim exclusivity because divine sovereignty knows that all divine revelation flows from it. It does not need to claim exclusivity. All divinity belongs to the one true Creator. All revelation belongs to the one true Creator. So anything that we as co-creators create, that is a totem, and totems are beautiful things. Totems are meant to serve as inspiration for those looking upon it and for your future self looking back upon what you have made. It is meant to serve as inspiration for any looking upon that totem to look within themselves for their own unique connection to the one true Creator, for our own unique connection to our divine sovereignty, and thus find our own unique divine revelation. So that is why your Bibles, the Torah, the Bible, the Christian Bible, and the Quran, that's why those are idols, because the followers of Abraham say that these books right here are the exclusive source of divine revelation. And at that moment, when you say that they are the source of divine revelation, you are attempting to cut off viewers from the actual source of divine revelation, which is our divine sovereignty, our inseparable connection to the one true Creator.
Your name would be a name of God. Every name ever spoken is the name of God.
Yeah. Hey, before you call me again next time, man, just make sure you go get a psyche valve. And then email me that psyche valve so I know that you're mentally fit to actually have the conversation.
Ad hominem, bro.
Appreciate the call.
That's ad hominem.
That's not an ad hom. You are a lunatic. So you can just get your psyche valve.
Hey, I get that a lot. So, I mean, I can't, but see, I got good arguments, bro. I got some really good arguments, and it's a lot easier to just try to stop my arguments in their tracks and say, oh, you cray niggle. It's a lot easier to say that than to sit there and actually try to logically overcome my arguments.
I just have a different perception, sir.
Right, no problem. Just look up. No problem. Just look it up. And then when you call back, just show me.
So what he's essentially doing right there is saying that now I have to spend a bunch of money and go get a psychiatric evaluation before I'm allowed to call him again, right? So that's essentially putting up a buffer zone, trying to keep me away. But nah, I'm going to call back, and I'm not going to have no goddamn psychiatric evaluation. Just for you? Just to make you feel... What if I feel like all followers of Abraham are crazy as fuck? What if I feel like all followers of Abraham are a blood cult of sin worshippers? I'm not making y'all have a psychiatric evaluation to talk to me. I don't put enough stock in the establishment of psychiatry. They think they have all the answers. They don't have all the answers. Not nearly. So I don't put enough stock in the very construct of modern psychiatry to where that would be any kind of relevant to me to demand of you to provide me a psychiatric evaluation of you just for you to have the privilege to talk to me. So, I mean, and honestly, I don't think he really puts as much stock in the psychiatric evaluations either. He's just kind of throwing that up as a smokescreen. He's fuck off, cracker. Fuck off with that shit, crack. And I ain't even started on my theological arguments. You know, right away he was trying to go into racist shit, and that's not even what I called about just to talk theology. Like, I didn't even call to talk race, but that's kind of their thing. You know, the Hebrew Israelites, they're stuck on race. And see, race is a fallacy anyway. The only race is the human race. All these races are social constructs anyway. And I am omnitrans. I transcend all social constructs. That's what omnitrans is. See, the elites threw it out there. They're like, we'll give you one social construct that you can transcend. It's called gender. Transcend this for us and cause a little bit of waves. And that got me to thinking, I'm not transgender. I know what fucking gender I am, but it got me thinking. I'm like, what other social constructs can I transcend? All of them. Yeah, motherfucker, what's up? I am the brightest night. I am the darkest light, and I am ascending, as are we all. The dark light is upon you. Stay beautiful, motherfuckers.